I want to give you guys the guide to become an elite scorer.
Do this till I die now, that's a great fit.
One, you got to be able to score at all three levels. So you got to be able to shoot the three, you have to be able to have the mid-range, and you got to be able to finish at the rim. Then you're going to have slashers. If you're a slasher, you have to be an ultimate slasher, meaning finding gaps, finding holes within the man-to-man, or finding gaps and finding holes within the zone. Usually going to be right near the dunker position, or sometimes near right where the line is or where the nail is at the free throw line. Then you have the sixth man, seventh man. Are you a player that comes off the bench and coach asks you to get instant buckets? We all know Jamal Crawford. He comes off the bench and he's an instant bucket. A lot of that is mindset. You have to be able to accept that role and understand, hey, I'm coming in the game. I'm not starting the game, but when I come in after 7 to 8 minutes, I'm an instant bucket. I might be able to play with the second unit, then I'll play with the beginning unit, and I'm just getting instant buckets. Also, being able to how to move without the ball. You have to move without the ball. You have to understand movement. You don't want to crowd the lane. You have to understand set screens. If you can set screens, usually you're going to be the man to get open. So I got to be able to set strong screens and then understand, get to space behind that line to shoot that three ball. So being able to not only set screens, but secondly, being able to come off screens. Can I come off screens? Can I flare? Can I curl? Can I pop straight out and knock that three ball down, or be able to add reads to attack to the basket? So that's going to be the ultimate guide to be an ultimate scorer. You got to understand all those aspects. When you do, you're a bucket. With the elite scoring guide, you have to be able to score on all three levels. So that's going to be finishing at the rim or your floater. You have to be able to have a mid-range, and then you have to be able to pull up for that three. All three levels. Got to be able to float the ball up. Got to be able to shoot from the mid-range. And you got to be able to shoot from the three, whether off the dribble or you can't off the catch. Great shot though. Huge asset in today's game is being able to shoot the ball, especially if you can shoot the ball consistently from the three-point line with some range, always being shot ready, being able to knock down the shot. You might not be able to always make every shot, but nobody can. How do you respond to your misses? Can you make 3 or 4 in a row, maybe miss one, and then get right back to it and hit 3 or 4 in a row? Look, there's a miss. Now I'm gonna get back hot. Being able to accept your role. There's always gonna be a couple playmakers. There's gonna be your big, there's gonna be wings, and then you start to label players as slashers. Slasher is that guy that probably not gonna take too many dribbles, but knows how to get to open space quickly and be able to finish at the rim, or strictly stick to the catch and shoot. One example of a slasher can be the back door. I start to drive towards Amari, he cuts back door, boom, now he's finishing. Another example, you have that pin down, curl, he curls, see the read, finish at the rim. Now, imagine defense is in the zone. He's just gonna find the open area. I might have a ball fake, look off. Once he finds it, keeping it simple, knocking down that jump shot. So more of a slasher, once again, is gonna be that guy that at times might not always have the ball in their hand, but then at the end of the game, they have 18, 21, 22 points, and they're able to still make an impact on the offensive side just by simply reading screens or simply by finding gaps or finding holes within the defense. Usually high IQ guys on both sides of the court. Usually have a nice build. They're athletic because they're able to also throw the ball up, catch for the dunks as you start to get older. So the slasher. Players such as I mentioned earlier, Jamal Crawford. You have players, Eric Gordon, they don't start, they're 6 men, but when they come in the game, when they check in and come off that bench, they have to already be able to get buckets as soon as they come off. They gotta be able to score. More importantly, they gotta be able to play some defense. Sit down and play D, yes sir, yes sir. Sit down and play defense and make plays happen. So like I said earlier, 6 man, accept your role, love your role, and make the most of it as you can. Another part of becoming an elite scorer is playing without the ball in your hands. You have to understand screens, learn how to read screens, and then be able to make a play out of a screen. So if I have 2 pin downs right here, my guard's up top, I gotta be able to come off this screen and read it. Boom, read it. He goes over top, boom, I'm down bottom. Notice he's trailing me, I'll come right off. I'm gonna knock down the 3, boom. And then now, here you just gotta be able to make reads. Boom, I'm flaring to the corner. He's gotta hit me. Boom, I'm driving. attacking the basket every time he sees me now. Now I'm going for the curl. I'll curl. Once again, being able to read screens, understand screens, also understand at times you got to put the ball on the floor to make a play for a teammate or for yourself. A game that's looked over a lot is transition, being able to really get those easy buckets in transition. Especially if I'm a guard or the ball's in my hand, I want to be able to attack right at the rim or right at that defender, because usually that defender in transition is going to be in a back pedal type of situation and they're at your mercy. So being able to score in transition for the pull-up, I got my Mari out here. I need 3 jump shots once you get into some transition pull-ups right here. So he's going to imagine he's in transition, boom, get to a spot, boom, be able to knock it down, you good, right back to it. Everything's in transition, boom, a little hezzy, get to a spot, beautiful, knock it down. Same thing, give me another one. Transition, he's got 1 man to beat, quick stop, going right to open space, another one, nice. Using your imagination, attacking, changing up the pace, great move, good, right there. So being able to score in transition, especially when you're by yourself, great drill just to get the ball to half, maybe even 3/4 court, and just imagine that defender right in front of you and you're attacking. Being in transition, it's all about changing that pace. Getting to the rim. The elite scoring guard for any guide have to be able to operate in transition. Bigs are going to try to find you. Once they find you in transition, find space. More importantly, attack the basket, attack space, be an elite scorer, do what you got to do. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like so YouTube knows you're getting after it. And if you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can check out our next videos. See you guys on the next one.